So in this video, we are going to demonstrate the use of the negative tender as a payout solution on Clover. And this time we also would like to see how the actual function of the cash drawer opening happens and what are the settings around that. And also let me kind of run this little scenario that recently was asked of us where what happens if a customer buys some stuff. Let's actually build this scenario up as we do it. A new item, $66.66. So there it is. You can, let me just kind of zoom in a little bit. All right, so there it is. Right, so we have our item and there it is. And now we're gonna go to pay. And at this point, we are presented with a lottery ticket that's worth $100, right? And so here it is. And now we have apply as payment or open register. It is quite obvious, right, what would happen if we click on open register, right? So the door would be open and we would record the transaction of $100 being given out to the customer, and that would just be the end of that. And you would still, the customer would still owe you money to sell, to do the transaction that he currently owes you. But now we're just gonna click on apply as payment. So instead of giving them the money, you're just going to apply it towards whatever they owe you, and that's kind of the idea. But I currently have a setting where that the drawer still needs to open in that case, and I just want to test that out. So I'm going to click on apply as payment, right? And so there you heard the noise, and what you're seeing here on the screen is the message that says, let's just do a little bit of zoom in. All right, so the message says total lottery payment issued was $100 and the change owed was $30. So at this point we would have to give the customer $30 because that's how much we took from him was $100. They owed us about like 60 something, and so we have to give them $30 change. That's kind of how that handles. And then the change, it assumes that you've given them the change. We close the drawer. Okay, so that's this scenario, and let's see what happens if the drawer is not, we're saying don't open the drawer, right? So I'm gonna go to settings in the negative tender app, right? So let me do this again. So negative tender app. And then there's the icon for settings at the top corner there, right? And one of the settings here, it says when applying payout as payment, would you like this cash drawer to, and mine's currently set to open, and I'm going to click on stay closed now, right? So when applying as payment, the drawer needs to stay closed. All right, so now let's run that scenario. I'm going to go to register. I'm going to grab an item. Let's still use this this Finos. Okay, so like that, maybe $100. Okay, that's a good amount. Let's say, so we owe, customer owes us $111, right? But they have a winning ticket for $10, right? And we're gonna click on apply as payment, right? So it's gonna say $10 issued. And now it just says, all right, now $101 is still owed, next payment, right? So we're gonna expect the remainder of the $101 to be given to us by whatever tender is possible. So I'm just gonna quickly run that as cash, okay? And so that basically completes that scenario. And you saw when we did the payout of $10 towards whatever they owe you, we didn't open the drawer because, well, there's no reason to, because we're not really giving them the money. We're taking the money and applying towards what they owe you. And so there's that setting, and you can have it open or you can have it closed, your choice. And also, if the payout is larger than what the customer owed, then we calculate the change and we tell you this is how much change you need to give to the customer.